Tuesday, the 7th of April. It's 34 degrees here in Southwest Michigan, so it's pretty chilly, but we've got a nice blue sky. So grateful for that. And so things that have been going on in the world that I've wondered about is, of course, the moon thing is a joke. Hopefully you don't buy into that farce anymore. And I heard a million people were baptized within the Catholic Church. Didn't see any footage of that. Couldn't count if I did. So, I mean, that's also another narrative that's being pushed by the controllers, and on some level, as believers, we might think, oh yes, that's great, another win for Jesus. But, you know, if we don't have a personal relationship with him, it's all just part of the show. And question everything. It's great if people are thinking more about God, because that's still not in my family world. But a number of people do question what's going on in the church. On Thursday evening, I went with my friend to visit a number of churches because they have this tradition of going to different churches in connection to Jesus's final days. And it was interesting because I'd never been to something like that. In general, I love going to churches, but primarily when people aren't there. And just watching the rituals of the Catholic Church, would it be more meaningful if I knew the reason for them doing it? Possibly, but when I've asked questions for deeper meaning on certain things within the Catholic Church, it just seems like some man-made traditions. So, yeah, it's questionable. And if the papacy is part of the whole puppeteering thing, on one hand it can seem like more morality is going to be happening, but is the superficiality still going to be the main agenda? So, and I started to get some ideas for me of what's going to be next, which would involve investing in a camper and traveling around, or being house sitting in various places, or even thought of a tiny home. But I think the tiny home thing would come later. I do want to grow my own food, but I still feel like I'm getting that travel bug back, because I've been pretty stationary here in Southwest Michigan for almost 2 years now. And really, what happens when we get sedentary? We get into routines, we get into safety, and those reflect a limited mindset. And then also, knowing other people's schedules is a sign of love. And it's just, it doesn't work for me. It hasn't. And I could feel my world was getting smaller the longer I stayed here, and was thinking, oh, maybe I need to buy my mom's house. And it just didn't feel right. And then so getting that sense of, oh, I can still keep moving. I'm in my lower 60s and I can do that. I don't have a problem with it. And there's plenty of channels online of women doing this. And, somebody had mentioned, well, what about safety? Well, I'd rather be feeling freer and at risk than safe, confined, and my world getting smaller. So, and it's not necessarily a safety issue. I mean, you have to be smart, but I've traveled enough to know that with God, He's taking care, and whatever happens anyway, it's in His hands. So, yeah, so I'm grateful to have some idea about what could come next, because my world was getting small. And we have the illusion of thinking our world is big if we watch television about different countries. But we can't know if that's true, just like with the million baptized. I used to take walks quite a bit and didn't take my phone, and now I find if I did bring it with me, I should take it with me on the walk in case I get some interesting messages to share. And I'm happy to share this with whoever wants to listen, and I still keep doing it. So it's not a bad thing.